What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good. So in today's video I have an exciting new product from Saviland. This is actually a rhinestone kit, which I was super excited to review because it's something different from what I normally receive, and I get bored easily, so I was happy to receive something different. Plus I thought this was a really nice rhinestone kit, especially if you're looking to build your rhinestone collection at an affordable price. I think this would be a really great way to do it. So it's actually a case with a bunch of slots in it. It's like a clear case, and I think I accidentally broke my lid. I'm not sure what I did, but yeah, it is what it is. It goes back on. But yeah, just don't do what I did. I don't know why I like took it off like that. But yeah, you also get a rhinestone picker. It's like a little wax pencil to pick up the rhinestones, and everything comes really nicely packaged in these little clear bags, which is good because you don't want like everything to be loose during shipping, because then the rhinestones will be like all over the place and pouring outside of the box. So I like how they thought to package everything really nicely. And this is a really nice bling set. You get a little bit of like everything. There's like a bunch of multi shapes like towards the top of the case. And there's about 350 pieces of those. And then when you get towards the bottom, there's about 3,480 multi-size crystal gems, just like regular AB rhinestones, which is nice. They're all AB, but like I said, the ones towards the bottom are just the regular like round ones, and then you have multi shapes towards the top, which I really like. I feel like you could create like so many different looks with this set. As you know, like bling could get expensive, like trying to get like a bunch of different pieces to create different looks. So I feel like they kind of gave everyone who like doesn't really have a like big bling collection like something good to start off with, because these would be like your like essential pieces that you would need to start off with if you were going to get into bling. You know how you see those like super blinged out nails? I feel like this would be a good way to start basically. And the little rhinestone picker is really nice. One side has like the little wax piece like I mentioned before, but the other side is like another tool that you can use to move the rhinestones into place on your nail, like place them how you want them to, because it's a lot thinner. I actually use these rhinestone pickers a lot, like the wax ones, and they last a really long time. These are my favorite kind of rhinestone pickers. You see me using this type a lot in my video when I do bling, and I was like well overdue for a new one. Like I've literally had the same one for like years. Like they last a long time. You really don't have to like sharpen these at all. They just kind of like do it themselves, you know, like it will just like wear down a little bit, but not like crazy. I mean, unless you were doing like so much nails. But anyways, so as you can see, I'm just like unboxing everything and like placing everything in the little slots. The bottom got a little bit hard because like some of the little rhinestones were sticking to the paper, so I was like trying to put them back in because they were like falling over, but I managed to do it. And this is what everything looks like inside the case. Super blingy and pretty. If you guys are interested in this bling kit, I will leave the links in the description box. It will be linked in my Amazon store. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. I'm going to be doing this set on my practice hand. This is actually my practice hand from Amazon that I normally use, which I do have linked down below if you guys are interested in it. It's under the category Silicone Practice Hand in my Amazon store, which I have linked in the description box. So yeah, I guess Amazon is not doing their quick links anymore, so everything in my Amazon store is going to be categorized from now on. So when I do a video, I'm going to put in the description box like what category you can find the products that I'm using in the video under, to make it easier so you don't have to go through like everything in my Amazon store and be there for like ever, to try to make it easier for you guys. Normally I do put like the quick links to the stuff that I use, but I guess they're getting rid of that for whatever reason. But yeah, it is what it is, and here I go dropping stuff, but ignore that. So yeah, I'm going to be doing all polygel set. So I went in with dehydrator and primer and a layer of base gel so that the polygel has something to grip onto. I usually treat my practice hand like a real person. So these are the steps you would do after prepping your nails. And I'm also using my 2-in-1 e-file and lamp from Niceable that I reviewed in my last video. I really love that because it cures so good, and it's like a 2-in-1 like mini lamp and also a portable e-file. I thought it was really unique. I'll link that video in the cards if you guys haven't seen it yet. The set that I'm wearing is actually the one I created in that video. But yeah, it's a really nice piece of equipment, especially for flash curing and stuff, and it like cures all the way through as well. But anyways, I'm going to be doing a mock French design, and what I mean by that is the nails are going to look like they're French nails, but I'm not actually doing it with the polygel. I'm just applying one color. I'm going to be creating like the French design with the bling, like creating a smile line with the bling and everything towards the tip of the nail. So right now I'm just like doing the base on all of the nails, and I'm using a lot of polygels from ToBeGalm. I feel like this brand doesn't get enough love, but they have really great quality polygels at an affordable price. And I'm using all the polygels pretty much except for one from their Sweet Candy Castle polygel kit. It's like a pastel polygel kit, which is like perfect for spring. I know some people are still like having snow and stuff, but I'm trying to get you guys in the mood for spring since it's right around the corner. So yeah, we're doing like another spring design. You could just pretend that it's spring. But yeah, where I live, it's not like snowing, so it's like sunny all the time. So I have like no choice but to like stop doing winter designs at some point. So anyways, I'm using the color On Cloud Blue on the pinky on my practice hand. This nail does like shift a little bit while I work because I couldn't get the tip all the way into the cuticle pocket on this one. I think it's stuck down with glue or something, and I didn't have time to like soak it off. So try to ignore that. It was not like coming out, but it was just like, you know, a little wobbly, I guess, when I was trying to work on it. But yeah, anyways, I applied that color on that nail, and now I'm doing yellow on this nail. I wanted to do like a different pastel color on each nail, just because I really wanted that like springy look with the bling tips. I thought that would be a really cute idea. I always like doing like different colors on each nail. That's just like my thing. If you guys been watching my channel for a while, I do that a lot. But I always like change up the colors somehow. But anyways, I'm using the color Happy Face from that kit, and on the middle finger I'm using the color Sugar Rush, which is a pastel purple, and then on the pointer finger I'll be using Sweet Cravings, which is a pink shade. It's a pastel pink. And on the thumb, if you're wondering, which I don't really show, I'm going to be using the green shade from that kit called Hello Gorgeous. And basically I'm squeezing the polygel right onto the nail, and I always like start around the cuticle area to pat it in place. I'm actually building up the nails with these colors, so I'm just using these colors. I'm not going to encapsulate them or anything, but I am going to go in with a second layer just to build them up because one wasn't enough. These are pretty long nails, so I needed a second one. So when I squeeze the polygel out onto the nail, I usually leave that rounded end like up by the nail bed area, and I kind of use that to start building my apex. So when I start patting the polygel in place, I start around the cuticle and focus that polygel in that area, and I don't really brush it down. And the rest of the polygel, just pat side to side down the nail. And with stilettos, since the tip is so narrow, you know, you get extra polygel towards the tip, so you're going to want to remove that. And just make sure you smooth out your nails before you cure. I'm flash curing as I go, just so that I don't mess things up and like hit them. But I will be doing a cure for like the full 60 seconds when I'm done. Okay, so now I'm going in with the second layer of polygel. I'm using base gel as a slip solution, by the way. I forgot to mention that earlier. That's what you see me brushing on top of the polygel before I start patting it in place. I feel like the base gel just makes the polygel application a lot easier. It's just able to apply on the nail a lot better. And when my brush gets sticky, I just dip it in a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. But anyways, I'm applying a second layer, like I said, because these nails are long and they needed more of an apex and just more structure towards the tip of the nail so that they don't snap or break, like when I'm filing or anything like that. Even though this isn't a real person, I'm treating it like it is, like I said. So instead of applying the polygel like all the way from the top down to the nail, I'm just kind of applying it halfway on the nail and then patting most of it like towards the apex area, and then the rest of it just like towards the free edge of the nail, to give it a little bit more thickness. But the main place I needed it was in the apex area, and I pretty much just pat it in place the same way, focus that rounded end near the apex area, and just brush side to side all the way down the nail. So yeah, after I do this, I'm going to cure for a full 60 seconds in my bigger lamp just to make sure everything's fully cured. And then I'm going to cleanse the nails with some isopropyl alcohol to get that tacky layer off after you're done curing your gel. And then I'm going to move on to the filing. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to the filing. So I'm going to start by debulking my nails like I normally do. So like I said, I'm using the 2-in-1 e-file. This is the e-file that comes with the lamp. So I'm just going around the cuticle area, filing along the sides of the nail and like smoothing over the entire nail and filing underneath it just to make sure everything's smooth and like, you know, even everything out. So there's like no bumps or anything on the nails. And I also make sure to kind of like go along the sides. And the reason I go along the sides of the nail is so that I can kind of like redefine the shape with the drill before I go in with my hand file, so that I have less hand filing to do, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I kind of like to redefine the shape with that and then go in and like sharpen it with my hand file. These do come pre-shaped, these nail tips. These are the ones from Makartt. I love these stiletto tips because they come long and pre-shaped, so you don't have to like worry about cutting them or anything like that, which I really hate doing for stilettos. Like I used to do that when I first started doing nails, but ever since they came out with the ones that were pre-shaped, that's like all I use now when I do stiletto nails. Like I refuse to go through that process where you have to like cut the sides and then file them into shape. I feel like it's just so much easier now. Like, work smarter, not harder, if you know what I mean. Like, that's my motto these days. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and continue debulking. Now I'm going to go ahead and shape up the nails with my hand file. For stilettos, you want to hold your file at an angle. Make sure you're holding your file straight at an angle and file in towards the tip of the nail to get that stiletto shape. But don't file on one side for too long, especially with stilettos, because they can come out uneven really easily. So you kind of want to file evenly on each side. Like just keep alternating until you get your desired shape. Like however you want the tip is how you would keep filing. So if you want the tip like really sharp, you would have to keep filing the tip in. If you want them like how I do, you would just do it until like, you know, they're not that sharp. And I kind of like round off the tip a little bit so it's not pointy. But yeah, that's basically all I do for like stilettos. I do make sure to like file underneath the nails as well, to make sure that there's like no plastic or anything left under there, because you definitely don't want that kind of stuff like in your end result, because it makes it look like you did a sloppy job, you know what I'm saying? And always make sure to buff your nails after you're done shaping them up, to buff out any scratches, because scratches do show through in your end result as well. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and start applying the bling. I really wanted to just focus on the bling for this video since that's what the video is about. So I decided to do the all blinged out tips to try to use as many pieces from the kit as I could to show you guys like what you can do with this kit. And surprisingly, even after blinging out like all the tips on these nails, I still had a lot of rhinestones left. So I feel like you definitely get your money's worth with this kit. So anyways, I start by applying the biggest AB rhinestone from the kit on the nail first, and then I pick one of the multi-shape pieces and place that right underneath it. Then I place little rhinestones going up the sides of the first one that I placed down to create like a smile line. Like I said, I'm doing like a mock French, so that's what's going to make the nails look like they're French because it creates like the illusion of a nail bed. And then basically I start filling in the empty spaces with like miscellaneous sizes of like the AB rhinestones, just the regular ones. So I'm using like some of the bigger ones and smaller ones and like basically all the sizes just to fill in the spaces, like wherever they'll fit I'm putting them basically. And I'm also using some Makartt rhinestone gel to apply the bling onto the nail, which works really good to hold your bling if you want it to like stay on and last a long time. You just have to make sure the bling is into the gel really good. But yeah, I really love this tool. It's so easy to pick up the rhinestones and place them on the nail, and it just like looks so pretty like with the whole blinged out tip and everything. For the sides I recommend like using the really tiny ones to fill in those empty spaces so that it looks really neat and not like bulky, if you know what I mean. So that's kind of what I tried to do. When I got to the middle finger, my camera died, so you'll see like a big jump from where I started because I realized it like after the fact and I turned the camera back on. But yeah, I'm basically doing the same thing for all of these nails, except the bigger piece on the nail, I'm changing it on each nail just to give the nails a different look. So like on this nail I use like that rhombus shape, I believe what it's called, and then I'm going to use like another shape on the next nail, and I feel like that's what made the set like look unique or whatever. So to apply the bling gel in place, I just squeeze it like from the top all the way down to the nail and use my polygel brush to brush it out. I think I had like a little hair or something in my nail here, so I had to take it off. But yeah, I just brush it on with the polygel brush to make sure I get an even coat all over. Sometimes some of the gel might have not gotten like on the side, so I'll go back and either add a little bit more so that the rhinestone will stay in place, or like a little bit of top coat really quick. So yeah, I'm just going to do this for all the nails and then cure it for 60 seconds. When I'm done, I'm like flash curing as I go. To finish up, I'm going to go ahead and top coat the nails. So I'm top coating like where the nail bed portion is and along the sides just to seal everything in. And then I'm going to cure it in my lamp for 60 seconds, and that's pretty much it. I really love the way these turned out. I love the blinged out tips with the different shape, and the fact that they have like pastel colors along with them. I feel like it gives it that spring vibe as well. So yeah, I really love this rhinestone kit. I highly recommend it, especially if you're looking to build your bling collection. I feel like this is a great way to start off with. So yeah, I hope you guys like this set. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're new to the channel, I would love it if you subscribe, because I post nail tutorials and reviews every week, so you definitely don't want to miss out. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well so you get notified when I upload. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you guys.